You've pledged to block a potential central bank digital currency. Is that about surveillance?
It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. One day you don't have any money in your account. It can be a very dangerous thing.
Former President Trump is sounding the alarm on digital currency and other threats to American freedom in an exclusive interview with our own Maria Bartiromo, airing tomorrow on Sunday Morning Futures. Here to react is the host of the Monica Crowley podcast, our friend Monica Crowley. Monica.
Shalom, it's the brother Azan Ha Ahmath back at you with another lesson. Pray this lesson is edifying through the lambs to the sheep. Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rokah HaKwadash. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do but well. And peace and salutations to all the Akim, the Barakium, alright, on the four corners in your lives, bringing out the truth. And we're in these last days where the Lord said he would visit the earth, alright, and the policies are being shown by the devil. Now what Donald Trump just said is they're going to be able to track you. And this is what we were talking about going into this universal basic income. All right. Proceeding to this central bank digital currencies, going to that MOTB. All right. And it's a universal tracking system. Now I want you to hear this woman out, and we'll grab a couple scriptures. All right. To bring into point. But this is here, man. This might go down this year. Apostle Dahar had labeled this year the year of Jacob's trouble, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. All right? And now they want to track your carbon footprint by bringing these different currencies, not backed by gold. And again, this is what John the Revelator saw in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. So I'll play a little bit of this and we'll grab a couple scriptures and get out of here.
So this past week, my daughter flew to Bangkok with her husband, and they flew China Air. And when they were boarding, they said, those who paid with CBDC, Central Digital Bank Currency, get to board first. The kind of privileges you'd get if you were first class or if you had little children. There is a push going on. I think that's coming here. Help our viewers understand why this push towards CBDC that we see from the Democrat Party, that we see from the World Economic Forum, and that Donald Trump is warning about is so dangerous.
Yeah, good morning, Rachel. This is exceedingly dangerous because central bank digital currencies are only about power and control for any government that is implementing them, like the Chinese government, because it is a critical cornerstone to moving any society to a social credit score kind of system. Right? So exactly what you're describing with your daughter is what the left and transnational organizations like the World Economic Forum want here. A central bank digital currency is essentially replacing hard assets like cash and cash-based assets with a digital currency that would be centralized in, say, the Federal Reserve. So ultimately, they want to get rid of all banks of all sizes, from JP Morgan Chase to your local community bank, and replace it with the Federal Reserve. Why? Because all of your assets will no longer be a tangible asset in your wallet, like a $10 bill. Instead, your assets will be a line of software and therefore open to be taxed, drained, garnished, or entirely wiped out by the government or any controlling authority. So again, your privacy will be completely eliminated along with your financial freedom.
Yeah, I mean, it's so scary. And Monica, this isn't like some fantasy. It's already happening in China. And as you mentioned, the WEF and other organizations are pushing us toward this. Give our viewers an example of how their freedom could be curtailed through this now not this cashless society. So if you do what, they can do what.
Yeah, exactly. So again, this is about power and control only. And if the government has control over your assets, they have control over you. And it gets back to the social credit score system. So let's say a government, the U.S. government, decides that you have overstepped your carbon emissions on any given month. Well, if we have a fully digitized financial system, then the government then has the right, or will have the right, to go into your savings account, your bank account, and either tax you or prevent you from buying gas for the rest of the month for your car, or airline tickets to fly anywhere in the country or in the world, or lock you out of your account completely.
Lock you out of your account completely. And this is going into that digital slavery. All right. And this is what we've been talking about. It's coming to this. All right. Where your carbon footprint is going to be tracked. All right. Making you a slave to this new digital system. You have to abide by it. All right. She brought up the cornerstone of the financial system earlier, where our cornerstone is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, we're not going to bow down to this beast system. This is a beast system. Okay, and this is what's coming in. All right, hey, we pray that this happens this year. Okay, all right, and this is exactly what the elders and apostles have been bringing out for years, and we're approaching the times where this is about to come into play. And this is the crux of the system, right? Depending on the government, depending on the World Economic Forum to feed you. You remember what Klaus Schwab said, they're going to feed you bugs, right? So things are going to get worse and worse. Let's continue.
Again, this is a totalitarian system, and I must say that the Biden administration, the Treasury Department, my old stomping grounds, they have had a pilot program, Rachel, studying this since January of 2021 when they came into office. Other Western governments are doing the same thing, but the good news is that more and more people across the West are waking up to this, and there is some pushback. So about 2 weeks ago, the Irish government passed a rule requiring businesses to take cash. So again, there is some hope out there as more and more people across the West get educated about the dangers of this.
Yeah, we need to become educated on. If we look around the world, they want to control you. Just look at what's happening. Food, energy, currency. If they've got you on those, they basically got you in a digital prison. They've got control over your life, and you will become dependent on them and their new Chinese-style social credit score system. Monica, you have been sounding the alarm.
So again, it's a digital prison, exactly what she just said, and that's by using blockchain. All right, every transaction that you do or you make is going to be recorded. Okay, and they can. What did Aaron Russo say in that interview with Rockefeller? So they can turn the chip on and off, and they want the whole world chipped up. All right. See, this is by his policy. This is the book of Daniel 8:25, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many, because he's going to come in the name of peace. He's going to bring these new policies in the name of peace. All right, saying that your medical information is tied to the chip, to this CBDC, all your banking information. All right, your vitals, your health is tied to this, this currency. All right, and they're going to bring it in the name of peace. It's going to save the ecosystem. It's going to protect this and that. Right? But we know when you say peace, destruction cometh next. All right? He also shall stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. He's going to be broken without hand. This is the man of sin. Right? The man of lawlessness. Okay? So we're not deceived by his devices. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there coming a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And this is the son of perdition, Esau, Edom, bringing in these new devices. All right, he brings deception. Okay, all right, let's go into that word.
Strong's G 1818, exapatao.
Right. He's a deceiver. To seduce, wholly, beguile, and deceive. And they want to seduce you to taking their chip. All right? To deceive. All right? To seduce you to this new system. All right? And I wanted to pull this away. I wanted to grab this too. All right. Let's get the definition for perdition. Apoleoa.
Strong's G 684. Apoleia. Apoleia.
Right. Perdition, right? Destroying, utter destruction of vessels. Okay? So they want to utterly destroy your vessel by putting that chip in you. All right? A perishing, ruin, destruction of money. And they're destroying the money, bringing a new monetary system in. All right? And this is going to be implanted in you eventually. All right? They're going to come with the carbon footprints and this and that, but eventually it's going to be, all right, inserted inside of your skin. This is going to be the new way to buy and sell. And this is what the prophets have been telling you, that the beast of the earth has surfaced. Okay? Starting with NATO and the EU, tied in with America, this beast system. All right? See, he had the power in his hand to bring these things. This is Revelation 13, all right, 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. All right? And it's a miracle that you can change currency from paper to this digital monetary system. And these people are going to be wandering after this beast. Okay? Right? Revelation 13:16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right? And this is going into that RFID microchip, what we've been telling you for years and years and years. And you have certain groups telling you that it's sin. Well, this woman just told you can't buy or sell unless you, all right, have this digital currency, this digital wallet. Okay? All right? They're already doing it in China. They want to bring that system right here to America. Okay? So it's here, man. 2024, this might be the year. All right? The dangers of a central bank digital currency. All right, so I pray this lesson has been edifying. It's the brother Azan Ha Ahmath. On to the next. Shalom.
America, look it up.
This is an Orwellian dystopia of total control, the end of any freedoms. That's really what central banks are aiming at. Several central banks have, like the Bank of England, already prepared their microchip implant, RFID chip, to be implanted under your skin.